Hi everybody, this is me Raman Kritik. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please go and subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more updates. So, as you are giving me constant support, I want you to give this video also the support you have given and share it to the maximum. I need at least 10k subscribers or some more views, million views. So this is going little higher, but still I need that much audiences to watch, because the amount of video I put and the subscribers what I get is really low. So living apart, in this video we are going to see about 13 of the creepiest photos ever taken. In the age of Photoshop, it's pretty easier for anyone with a little bit of practice to manipulate photos to make your normal everyday pictures into something creepy. While we can't say it for sure that none of these photos have been altered, we can promise that we have done some digging to learn as much about them as possible. Some have some very verifiable information behind them. Others, well, they are perhaps better left as mysteries. Ladies and gentlemen, here are 30 of the creepiest photos ever taken. So let's go into this video. If you're new, please go and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that the content which I post every day will reach you the faster and better and sooner. Thanks for coming here. Let's go into this video. Psychological care has come a long way in the last 150 years. This is a reason, however, why so many haunted houses have asylum themes. Sure, those who were placed there had their own inner demons to deal with, but the people who were in charge of caring for them did some pretty sinister things themselves. Take this creepy photo for example. Looks like something you would see in POW camp, not a mental health facility. So this is really harsh actually. So let's go to the next. So guys, before going to the next in the list, I want you guys to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching this video. Subscribe and comment me down below which scary picture scared you most, or you felt pity for them, something like that. So let's go to the next. Some photo bombs are creepier than others. Just look at this one. When the picture was taken, nobody saw the presence of that clingy friend on the right. It was until the film was developed. Yes, film developing was a real thing, and that its presence emerged remind me to never vacation in wherever this photo was taken. So let's go to the next. So next photo is related to island. Island is a very beautiful thing actually. Whenever you imagine, in many movies and many things, they show island as the most beautiful things, but this is an island of dolls. South of Mexico is Isla de las Muñecas. This literally translates into island of dolls. The true history behind of this island is difficult to discern, as it balances both verifiable fact and legendary folklore. The quick and dirty version is that a young girl drawn on the island, and sometime after a doll rose to the surface. The owner of the island, Don Julian Santana Barrera, presumed the doll had belonged to the little girl. He hung it in the tree as a show of respect for the children of that young girl. The gesture was to no avail. However, as her spirit continued to haunt him, in response he hung even more dolls to appease her. Barrera passed away in 2001, and the island has become a popular tourist attraction where visitors come to hang even more dolls. And one more interesting thing is the place where the girl was drowned. In the same place, Mr. Barrera also died. So let's go to the next. And before going to the next, if you happen to visit this island of dolls, don't bring dolls for yourself or your children's or somebody. It's very haunted. So the grandpa is back. Many people like to believe that when someone close to them dies, that person's spirit stay close. It's confronting thought, knowing someone you love is always right there next to you. Then there is this picture. Dennis Russell took this picture in 1997. The lovely lady in the picture is her grandmother. The gentleman in the picture is her grandfather. He died in 1984. Comforting, isn't it? So here we go to the next. If you look at the family photos from the Victorian era, you might not realize that many of those featured are actually dead. Not just dead now, but actually dead at the time the pictures was taken. Indeed, it was common practice to get pictures with the newly deceased to have one final memory of them before they were laid to rest. Many of the pictures are done so well that you can't even tell. This girl here is totally dead. So let's go to the next. So, guys, the next in the list is we are going on record as saying that ventriloquism isn't funny or even clever. It's just freaking creepy. Yeah, you heard that correct. Think about it, grown people putting dolls on their laps and making those dolls express sentiments from the dark, twisted souls of the ventriloquist. It's like they are trying to live through the doll. That brings us to this picture, which we hope with all our hearts is actually photoshopped, because otherwise, what the heck is this? So this is really creepy. So let's go to the next. So here we bring the next photo. As you see in this photo, this girl which you see is swinging that that height. This photo is creepy in that prompts a whole slew of questions, and some of these questions which came to me is that a child up there, or how did the child get up there till there? Yeah, why is that child up there? Or is it a practice in olden times to kill somebody, or is just something which photoshopped or something? And how is it possible to climb till there? If this is not a child, then what is that? And again, how did it get up there? So the world just needs to know. If he knows some answers for this, comment me down below. So let's go to the next. So the next picture what you see is this is one of our favorite. Like the previous photo, this one prompts so many questions. Judging by the lack of leaves on the trees in the background, this picture have been taken at the time when the days are shorter, which means the nights are longer. Still, around Halloween, there are usually more leaves on the trees. So this wasn't a Halloween costume, I guess. Perhaps a play, maybe, or just a deeply disturbed person with a friend who was willing to take picture and feels it if Facebook was around back then and posted it, something like that. Or is it actually something creepy which we see? Whatever it is, hope you like this photo. So let's go to the next. This next photo makes me remember Pennywise. At Awaken Haunted Attraction, we like to keep our fingers on the pulse of current trends. Unless you have been living 6 feet under for the past few months, you have seen that the clowns have organized and are unleashing a coordinated sortie with the sole aim of scaring the living crap out of all of us. clowns can do this, you know. Why? Because people hate clowns. You know why people hate clowns? And people hate clowns because this is Clown Zero. Thanks for the keep creepy ass clown. So let's go to the next. So the next picture what you see is, I guess, from a roller coaster, right? The Superman Krypton coaster. They said it will be fun. They said we can only imagine this is the conversation that happened before the ride took flight. That's because the ride, the Superman Krypton coaster, they said it will be disfiguring. They said doesn't have quite the same ring to it. In all honesty, we can't figure out how he is the only one in the picture who looks like he will be loaded into an ambulance. And when it's all said and done, and is he licking the seat? We are pretty sure he's licking the seat. So let's go to the next picture. The next picture looks like a very good family photo, a very family good photo. So you love this family portrait, right? Perhaps you have intuited it already, but we really are sensitive people here to awaken haunted attraction. We are hardworking, productive members of society. We have families. If you cut us, do we not bleed? So while we have an affinity for the skew, we don't make fun of people's appearances. We are all in this together, right? I mean, except for these people. Have you ever seen a family portrait where every single member of the family looks like they would not think twice about twisting your head off your neck? Say that, is it creepy? So let's go to the next. This is a baby monitor. If you're a parent, you know the child, you know the joy and struggling of raising a child. The child is the most precious gift you have ever been given. You can look into her eyes until she falls asleep in your arms. The slightest cry is enough to heighten your senses to the level unknown, and by your pre-parent self. In fact, we often install video monitors in our children's room, and this is not done in India, but still, some do this. This is done to keep an eye on them when they are sleeping. The deep sleep that only children can muster. Every now and then you may wake up in the night and take a peek at that morning monitor to make sure she's all fine and all snuggled up, just like little Miriam here, who is a holy hell. So this is really creepy too. So let's go to the next. Is when the harvest moon is coming and the cool breeze blows through the corn, we can reflect on the lowly scarecrow. His job all season has been to keep the birds from getting in the crops. Then there is this fella. He looks like he has been there for a few seasons, and now his leg have fallen off, but his pelvis is still hanging in there. We weren't totally sure what is up with this with the hood, and frankly, I am not sure. We want to know. We just going to assume that it was really good scarecrow, and not you know something else. So hope you like these pictures. So comment me down below if you have ever happened to see any ghost, or you had something like this photobombed ever. If, comment me down below, and thanks for watching. Like it, share it, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more updates. Thanks for watching.